So today, as seen in the title, I'm going to be washing up the Raptor. I do believe there is a technique to washing these machines, and I'd like to think I've got it pretty down pat. So hopefully this video helps some of you out. You know, I could share some tips that might help you guys when cleaning your bike. First things first, if you guys got a stand, I always like to put up a stand or even like a bucket like that. It might work. You know, it just makes it easier when washing the wheels and tires out, as well as if you guys lube your chain after you wash it, turn the bike on, put it in gear, and you can just spray it while it kind of runs. So what I usually use is I use this off-road wash from Slick Products. It's pretty good stuff. I used that and then like some what do you call it, like SC1 style stuff for the plastics that shine it up, and they're pretty good stuff. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but you know, if you guys want to try them out. And then this Walmart special plastic restorer. This stuff works so good. It is like $4.50 from Walmart compared to SC1 that's, you know, 13 bucks or whatever. I only use it on the plastics, and it works great. You know what I mean? So definitely try it out if you guys can find it. Only place I can find it is Walmart, but it's super cheap. Obviously, you gotta have the SC1. Since I use the GX3, I mostly just use SC1 on like the A-arms, bumper, you know, the metal pieces like the frame and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then we got Tire Shine. This is a cheap brand, which I also really like because when you spray it on there, like if you guys use, let me see if I can find some, like you know, like Armor All tire foam. It works great, obviously, but it leaves the foam behind, and you gotta wait for it to dry. This stuff here does not leave any foam. You literally just spray it on there, and here, I'll even show you guys real quick. I'll do it at the end of the video, but just so you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a little bit of foam when it comes out, but it's basically instantly dry and it's instant shine, and I really like that. I mean, that was like, what, 5 seconds. I'll use it more at the end of the video when we get all the mud off, but yeah. And then I just got chain wax here because I usually like to lube up my chain after I wash it. So yeah, I am gonna throw some soap in the bucket, and first thing we'll start with is the plastics. I use to go over the whole bike, and then I use this thing for the tighter spots and to scrub the tires as well. It's good for getting the mud off the tires. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is with this, go over all the plastics first, spray that off, and I'll do everything else under: control arms, engine, swing arm, wheels, tires, axle, everything. Spray all that, get the mud off, and I'll show you guys what it looks like then. Alrighty, so like I said, I just did plastics first, washed them off, or sprayed them off, soaked them by hand. Only did the top of the plastics first. So I have a system where I start from the front here, and I just kind of go around clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever, doesn't really matter. Start from the front, do the A-arms, everything like that, headlights, under the plastics. I move over, do this side, go to the back, swing arm, sprocket, chain, you know, axle, everything back here, and I just kind of go around in a circle. I will do all that by hand with soap, and the reason I do this is because I found that if you wash your bike the same exact way every time, you'll eventually find the spots that you always miss, and then, you know, obviously the next time, hopefully you remember not to miss them, and then eventually you're washing your bike pretty much perfect. Like for example, I've washed this thing a lot now, so I'm kind of got the hang of it. But like in here, like this and like this little line, I always miss up in there. As well as over like this front side of the engine, always miss that. You know what I mean? It's just like the little things that you notice if you just wash it same exact way every time. You know what I mean? And you just get better and better. Washing it in detail like this, you'll find if any bolts are loose, you know what I mean? If anything's bent, like I found that this was cracked a while back. You know, definitely don't know how that happened. But just stuff like that, you know? So yeah, like I say, I'll get you guys back in time-lapse mode. Start from the front, go around, and get back to you when I'm done that. One thing I failed to mention, guys, when you get to the back of the quad, in this case, my rear tires aren't that muddy. There's a little bit on there, but sometimes you get them caked, you know what I mean? You always want to wash the tread out first, because it's gonna spray everywhere. It's gonna spray up on the bottom, on your exhaust, on your swing arm, everywhere. So always wash the tires out first, and then get them clean, and then go over everything else, because if not, then you're just gonna, you know what I mean, you're gonna just have to end up respraying everything over. Same with the bottom of the fenders here. All this stuff is gonna, when you first spray it, it's gonna fall down onto everything else. So just tires, this, and then work on everything else, you know what I mean? I'll go back and do that real quick, but next is gonna be the rims. I gotta put this thing in neutral real quick. So spray out all the mud. I got most of it out, still a little bit left. Spray it, soap it, just like that, and then I go over the tires with this, wet it a little bit, and just scrub them, and it gets all that mud out. If they're like mud stain, turns them right back to basically black, you know what I mean, like normal black. So I'll do that on the tires, and then we'll start drying it off and shining it up. All right. Well, got her all dried off for the most part. I mean, it's still wet a little bit in places, but it'll dry quicker than if I didn't do that. So we will start with plastics. Let's see, there's like barely any left in here. I probably am not gonna be able to cover the plastics, so I'll just switch over to the SC1, which is fine. I'll have to get a new can. But yeah, start with shine up the plastics, and then I'll switch over to the SC1, do basically all the black stuff, you know what I mean? Nerf bars, A-arms, frame, front and rear bumper, rims, what else? This back plastic piece, you know what I mean? And then we'll move on to the tires. Man, see, there's nothing in here. Oh, never mind, we got a little bit. The only thing that's different from this and SC1 is it leaves a little bit more of like a visual wet mark on the plastics, but still looks really good. Like if you come up to it real close and look, you can see that like it's got that residue on there and you can rub your hand across it. But other than that, dude, it's great stuff. Please sponsor me, Crystal Products. I usually kind of just go over the actual plastics. I don't really spray this stuff on the graphics kit much, you know what I mean? It stays pretty shiny because it's that vinyl. All right. Whoops. All right, moving on to the SC1. Man, this stuff is amazing. You can literally just spray it on anything. Anything's black, dude. Just freaking make it look brand new. You guys probably can't see in the video how good this stuff works. I mean, but I'm sure most people watching this video know what SC1 is and know how good of a reputation it has. It's literally like, what does it say? New bike in a can. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Trust me. All right. Did all that. We'll do the tire or rims now, and we'll do the tires. Rims are still a little wet, but whatever, you know. I really love this tire. Like it's my favorite tire shine I've ever used. It just, I love how you don't have to sit there and wait for it to dry, or you know, it's like the spray bottle stuff where you gotta rub it in. Like it's literally just, I don't know, dude. I just love it. You can really use tire shine on like plastic stuff too. Like I wouldn't use it on your actual plastics, but like plastic pieces like your case saver, or I don't know, like your headlights or something. All right, tire shine is applied. See what I mean? Like it's just like, they're just shiny now. You don't gotta wait for them to dry. You don't gotta rub them in. Like, just good. All right, now I'm gonna throw some chain lube on there. I gotta grab the key though. Go ahead, fire her up. Usually spray it on the inside of the chain. I do the inside first and then the outside, and then I just let it run for a little bit and circulate in there. Man, she sounds good. All right, guys, well, I think that is it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I do got to do an oil change on this thing here soon, so I'll do another a full maintenance video. So this will probably be how I wash my four-wheeler, how I wash my quad, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll do how I do a maintenance on my four-wheeler, doing an oil change, clean out the filter, the chain again, grease it, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, if this video helped you at all, let me know, or drop a like if it did. And I appreciate you guys watching. I will catch you guys on the next one.